Ever since all the market crashes, a lot of CS2 items are currently recovering and agents are also up on the list. The Primeiro Tenente Brazilian, the 1st Battalion from the Operation Riptide agents, definitely one of the best operations for agents to go for in my opinion. This Brazilian agent has pumped in price yet again. I mean, we used to own this agent like what at this point, like 10 times. Every time I've bought this agent I needed to sell him for some profits. This time around I sold him for like 100 euros, and ever since he has already risen even more, which was a big mistake. I was buying this agent for 40 euros up on third-party websites. Ever since it has reached like 112 euros, I used to sell some of these into this hype. Then it has dropped all the way down to 60 euros, and on third-party websites, these agents were actually selling for like 40 euros, and I managed to buy one for 40 euros and we sold him at around 100 euros, and already the cheapest one listed is for 120. It's absolutely insane in my opinion how these agents are currently performing, ever since there's also a lot of other great options that are not that expensive, or at least not pumping as much as this agent. In the past month we've went from like 60 euros all the way up to 120. That's absolutely nasty. Speaking of nasty skins, the M4 Evonas flashback from the glove collection. This is a purple skin, not even a pink in the factory new condition. Guess what? Selling for 250 euros right now. It is absolutely insane. Just in the past year we've been at around like 20 euros to 10 euros, somewhere in that area. This was definitely a reasonable price, and right now the explosion is unreal in my opinion. For those people who have been holding these skins for a very long time, it was always worth like €2.80 in the factory new condition, and ever since it's like 250. It's absolutely insane. The CS2 market is definitely unnatural right here. Minimalware also has pumped like crazy. I don't really think that there's so much demand for this. No normal person is gonna buy this in the factory new condition right now. At least that's my own opinion. These skins could go even further, but I think it would be a very big mistake to go for this. Even if China is liking this skin and they will keep pumping it, it's not gonna end good for them. And Valve has already shown us that many times that they're not gonna let the market be controlled by some other people. They always have the cards in their hands and they will do whatever it takes. We've seen it up on the markets already. But this does not necessarily mean that, for example, the Glock 80 Nuclear Garden is also looking very artificial, and people could be saying that this is also a pump from China or something along those lines, right? But as you can see, there's still way more demand for these right now. A lot of people are actually enjoying these skins, playing with them. They've been discontinued. The potential is enormous. They can be used up for trade up, so the supply can only be decreasing, and it's kind of hard to go for this in the factory new condition, ever since the filler skins for that have also doubled to tripled in value. For example, the P250 Exchanger, we've been covering this skin. Some of you guys have also picked it up. I don't have many of these. I also have gotten some in my storage units, but as you can see, these are all in the factory new condition, and I'm very bullish upon these P250. Obviously the conditions upon these are not amazing. For example, this one is only in 0.067. Here's an agent to consider, the Elite Trapper Soulman Guerrilla Warfare. A lot of people actually don't like the skin, but in my opinion I think he's brilliant for a T-side agent. Definitely very cool. Has also no sleeves, which is very important for the agent, and just because he has a bald spot doesn't mean that he's a bad agent, right? I think there's definitely potential to this. Obviously on third-party websites you can find even better deals upon this, but as you can see, the skin was always kind of desirable compared to some other agents. It has dropped in price quite significantly, but that's nowhere near enough to go to that all-time low price, right? I think it's not possible for this skin to go down to like 5 euros. At least that's just my own opinion. This can only happen in case if Valve is actually gonna introduce new agents to the game. And also I think it's kind of cool that the agents have like new pictures here. He's holding a P90, and as I said, Operation Riptide agents are definitely the best agents to go for in this game. I think this agent can be looking good with a lot of combos just because he has no sleeves. Also, finally Valve did something to the big sticker. You can actually afford it now. It's only 145 points. Wait, 145,000 I meant to say. And this comes to only 1,285 euros. I mean, it's definitely cheaper than 2,000, right? Obviously, I'm joking, guys. Don't buy the gold sticker. I think it's still way too expensive in my opinion. Also, how are your PKMs looking so far? Because to be honest, I'm actually cooked. I think I will be getting probably a silver coin. I would be super happy if the gold coin could still hit, but I think there's no potential ever since Gamer Legion lost. I mean, we can't talk about this at this point. Also, we're currently giving away this juicer to one of you lucky winners, the M4 Evonas Electrum. If you want to participate and win this skin, all you have to do is subscribe to my channel, leave a thumbs up on this video, comment something down below, and to make sure that your Steam trade link is actually in your YouTube description so I can see it and send you the skin right away if you win. I wish to all of you in the comments the best of luck, and let's get right into the next investment on our list. This is so unfortunate, but ever since all these market crashes and I've bought these gloves super early when they've been released, these are the plum quills in a minimal wear condition. A lot of people actually hate these, and I completely understand that. But I need to tell you one thing, guys, that they have been always stable upon the market, selling always for around the same price. They're still kind of liquid, right? Because some people are actually enjoying the purple loadouts. It's not super expensive for minimal wear gloves. I think the potential could be there, but I don't even expect it to rise, right? But this skin has been always kind of stable up on the market, and I think this is a very great sign. I mean, I could be rocking this combo with this knife, but obviously I also gotten the ultraviolet gloves, and compared to the ultraviolets, these are very bad in my opinion, right? Because to be honest, ultraviolets would need maybe that phase 2, but I think phase 1 is also just enough. Also, the gloves are obviously not perfect, but I absolutely love the colorway. I think this agent is also worth checking out, the Soldier Phoenix from the Shattered Web collection. Yes, I've been saying that the Riptide collection is the best for agents, but this agent is on third-party websites under €5, and I think it's definitely a great pickup. This skin has fallen in price by a lot. The Soldier is definitely a nice skin if you don't even have an agent skin, and also not pricey at all. Up on the Steam community market, this skin has been worth around like what, 15-20 euros almost, which is kind of crazy. Then we've dipped all the way to €6 and already rebounded to 8. But on third-party websites, as I've said, they're selling for 5 or under €5, which is a steal in my opinion. But obviously don't always invest all your funds into only one investment. I would always diversify my skins and stuff, because this is very important. At the end of the day, you never know what Valve is gonna do with the next update, and you want to be secure to have a little bit here, a little bit here, so you don't lose all of your money at once, and if something rises, you can definitely sell it for profit. Hey, maybe I'm sugarcoating this skin way too much, but I still think that the Desert Eagle Bronze Deco is a must-have. It has slightly risen in price, but not a lot, and I think there's still way more room for these. It is currently worth under €1 upon third-party websites. This is a mil-spec factory new condition skin, definitely worth a look. There's actually so many of these Desert Eagles fire breathings around right now. A lot of people actually don't use them up for trade-ups, but there's so nice floats that exist. For example, this one in a factory new condition is 0.000005. I mean, it's definitely crazy. I see the potential to these skins. It's currently worth around like €8, obviously not in this float, but €8 for this Deagle in the factory new condition, and you can win-max your floats as well. If you find them, maybe set some buy orders for some nice floats as well. There's a lot of potential to these skins. I mean, in the future, once these skins will be discontinued and removed from the active drop pool, obviously it's gonna take a while, but I think up until that point, it could be a great point to entry into the market and get some dead hand terminal skins, because at the end of the day, they will be always demanded because the new gloves are shiny, bright. Obviously not the most expensive, but this could change in the future. Obviously it's just a prediction of mine. I have no idea about the market, I'm just sharing my thoughts here. But there's no question about the fact that this Deagle is looking absolutely beautiful, and I would absolutely love to use it as a play skin. Join our Discord community, the link will be down in the description. We're talking about sick skins. Here is some proof that we've been talking about the CZ Polymer. We've been talking about skins like the Galil AR Black Sand, and as you can see right now up on the market, these skins are performing. Let me tell you one thing, it is not done yet. The glove collection is going absolutely ballistic, and I don't see any roof right now, so the potential of this is actually huge if China decides to pump these even further, for example just like the Glock Nuclear Garden. And if you're interested in other CS2 investment videos, definitely go ahead and check our other videos out.